Did you know that 1/3 of the food Americans eat on a daily basis is on the table because of the work of bees? These amazing creatures are also responsible for the $4 billion almond industry in California, as well as multiple other billion and trillion-dollar industries imperative to the United States and global economies. In short, bees are responsible for the top 100 most important foods used in the world. What these insects do for life in general is simply amazing. The term busy bee was coined for a reason. They are truly imperative to the well-being of humans and other animals. However, what if you knew that these yellow and black heroes were in danger? What would this mean for humans and the rest of the animals who live here? The effects of colony collapse disorder, a new phenomenon in which worker bees from a colony abruptly disappear, are beginning to show themselves to us. This widespread destruction is not only happening in the US, but in Europe and in other countries across the globe as well. I believe it is pertinent for everyone to be knowledgeable and adequately informed about this subject, for it is imperative to our vitalities and our lives in general. I have been following this topic for over a year now and hold it as one of the most important subjects to educate others and encourage action with. I conducted further research within the past week to find out the most recent information about our flying friends. Today I will be speaking with you about the proposed causes of colony collapse disorder, or CCD, and the effects it is having on food production and the economy. So first, the causes of CCD. What is making these bees disappear? Well, first, a proposed cause is global warming. According to Merriam-Webster.com, a gradual increase in the overall temperature of the Earth's atmosphere, generally attributed to the greenhouse effect caused by increased levels of carbon dioxide, chlorofluorocarbons, and other pollutants, is the definition of global warming. So, is global warming contributing to CCD? Yes, it is contributing to the declination of the bee population by confusing their hibernation patterns and the onset of warm weather. According to Kudo, global warming is the culprit in the early onset of spring weather. This causes a mismatch between the flowering of plants and the emergence of their pollinators, bees. This not only causes lower seed production, but lower pollination rates as well. This phenomenon puts a strain on the bee population, confusing and harming them and the work they participate in. So, is there other causes for CCD? Of course. Pesticide use is increasingly being linked to CCD. A class of insecticides known as neonicotinoids are being increasingly and directly linked to CCD. The European Union has taken steps to ban these chemicals, which began just recently at the beginning of 2014. However, the United States has yet to even recognize pesticide use as a cause. Beekeepers across North America are urging our government to incur more regulations on these chemicals as they witness CCD firsthand, and firmly believe that the use of neonicotinoids has a hand in it. According to Zhu, Schmel, Mullen, and Fraser, increasing levels of pesticide residue is being found in honeybee hives. Through a study using different pesticides, including neonicotinoids, these researchers found these chemicals have a huge and harshly negative impact upon honeybee larvae and honeybee adults as well. In addition to that, according to Sandrak, Tanidi, and Pettis, utilizing two commonly used neonicotinoid insecticides, thiomyxin and clothianidin, in nectar substitutes, shows that chronic dietary exposure is vastly detrimental to the reproductive output of honeybees. In fact, these chemicals contributed to an almost 50% reduced total offspring production and showed a significantly male-biased offspring sex ratio. Not only do these chemicals threaten death to adult and larvae honeybees alike, they also threaten effective and much-needed honeybee reproduction. Not only are these chemicals linked to CCD, but they're also linked to the hive's inability to reproduce effectively and thrive. And, according to Dupriso, CCD is linked to high pathogen and parasite rates in honeybees. So, what causes these pathogens and parasites to enter the honeybees that didn't before? Well, after conducting a study using a widely used neonicotinoid called clothianidin, it is found that it reduces immune defenses and promotes the replication and distribution of the deformed winged virus in honeybees. So, there's your reduced immune defenses, which offers more pathogens and parasites to come in. to the bee systems. These researchers conclude that clothianidin has a hand in the immune suppression in bees and the widespread distribution of the deformed wing virus. So now that we've explored the causes of CCD, what is CCC exactly doing that's so bad? Well, CCD has two main effects on the food supply and the economy. So what does it exactly do to the food supply? Well, did you know that the average American, every 1 in 3 bites a bee is responsible for? The average American eats or should eat fruits and vegetables throughout their day. These fruits and vegetables might include fresh cantaloupe for breakfast, almonds with a lettuce salad with lunch, and a mix of broccoli and cauliflower to accompany dinner. All of these nutrition foods that we not only enjoy, but we absolutely need, will not be readily available, if at all, if CCD continues. Bees are directly responsible for the production of many fruits and vegetables, including apples, oranges, lemons, limes, cantaloupe, broccoli, cauliflower, onions, cherries, blueberries, cranberries, cucumbers, lettuce, carrots, avocados, almonds, and tomatoes. Without these pollinators, all of these staple foods may just stop existing entirely. If they do survive, they would not be readily available, and the production would be through manual pollination. According to the Natural Resources Defense Council, manual pollination is a topic yet unexplored and undeveloped, but what is known is this: it would cost billions of dollars and would be an unnatural and less effective form of production. It is apparent that all of these foods are incredibly important to the nutrition of humans. Foods such as lemons, blueberries, cranberries, and avocados are considered to be in the superfood class and provide a multitude of benefits to humans. Without bees, the world would be thrust into a global agricultural crisis and the United States into an even deeper health crisis. So, colony collapse disorder also has effects on the economy. Did you know that more than $15 billion a year in U.S. crops are pollinated by bees? And that U.S. honeybees also produce about $150 million worth of honey annually? It is estimated that the global economic cost of bee decline would compute to $5.7 billion annually. This would have an extreme adverse effect on U.S. agricultural economies and would domino outward to other sectors of the global and U.S. economies. With an already unsteady economy across the world, this could mean economic collapse. It is apparent that the honeybee population is imperative to our health and our economic well-being. While colony collapse disorder is a fleeting phenomenon, I believe educating ourselves and taking the necessary steps towards helping our flying friends could make a difference. If there's one thing I leave you with, it is this: us humans may be the reason for this harm done to honeybees. Educate and inform yourself from unbiased sources and do your best to not contribute to this honeybee apocalypse. It is very important that we protect the bees, as they have done so much for us and our health. I think we owe it to them and ourselves to let them keep doing their jobs without interference from us. Let's all work together to save the bees and keep bee health, our health, and economy buzzing.